But the community is growing anxious. Protesters in court visibly angry at Maleah's mother, chanting she didn't do enough to save her daughter.
I believe that she's guilty because a mother is going to protect her child any means necessary. She's just as worse as he is in my eyes.
Maleah's mom, Brittany, showed up in court this morning. She didn't say a word. Maleah's biological father's side of the family never believed.
For right now, I'm supporting my family, and I'm going to be here every court appearance. They're going to see my face. Y'all are going to see my face until this is over, until she's in jail and he's in jail, because that's what they both deserve.
Maleahs came and talked on behalf of the mother and said, you know,
she couldn't bear the unbearable or think the unthinkable.
What up, it's iCkEdMeL. How you guys doing today? There was several updates today. One of the ones that stuck out to me was the photo where Maleah was last seen. I spoke about it in the last video. That was on April 30th around 8 a.m. Right when they were entering the apartment. She was never seen after that again. So that was pretty crazy and wild. Also, Maleah's mother went to court today, which for some reason it was postponed or rescheduled or reset until July. So we're probably not going to hear anything besides developing evidence, of course. I'm not sure why they reset it or canceled or rescheduled it. Maybe they're waiting for evidence, or maybe I'm not sure why they did that. And the other thing that was done was his bond was actually lowered significantly. Check this out.
Guys, the judge set that $1 million bond because they considered Derion Vence a flight risk. Apparently now something's changed. A judge has drastically reduced that bond, and if he pays less than $5,000, he can walk right out of jail.
So it's just kind of wild to think how low his bond was set, that he could literally pay the money and walk out. Crazy, right? Insane. And the next thing that they said in court was the activist Quanell. The mother didn't speak at all again, not one time. But Quanell mentions that they have pretty good ideas of where the locations of where Maleah could be, and they've been speaking to law enforcement, and they told them, so they're searching. And it goes back to me in my head again. It's like, why didn't you guys do this 6-7 days ago? You know what I'm saying? It would have been so much better. You guys, maybe they would have found her by now. Maybe this guy, who knows how many times Vence has moved that girl, whether she's alive or deceased, how many times she's moved. Most likely she's probably deceased, to be honest with you. You know, it just goes back to this whole thing with the mother. You know, check this clip out.
Quanell X suggested they know where Vence left Maleah.
We have ideas. We have ideas, yes. And I've been speaking with Texas Tech Research. And I gave the information to Texas Tech Research, and I know they're searching the area.
This next soundbite was actually pretty funny to me. This is when the legal analyst was asked about the excuse that the mother gave for not giving the police the information 6 to 7 days earlier. And I spoke about this before when she goes that she couldn't imagine that this would happen, even though she's alleged all these things against him. And this guy just rolls his eyes, which is pretty funny. Check it out.
just being, you know, him carrying a basket. And then Maleahs came and talked on behalf of the mother and said, you know,
She couldn't bear the unbearable or think the unthinkable.
So in this next clip they discuss, right now as it is, can she be held? Can she be charged? Can she be held accountable for something? You know, and he's saying there's a difference between the morality of being a mother and what she could have done versus the criminal legal aspect of it. I would like to know your thoughts, what you think about this. Should she be charged? Can she be charged?
The critical issue is distinguishing between the mother's moral responsibility as a parent to do the right thing by her child and to give law enforcement everything that she had at her disposal versus her criminal liability, which is, I understand it, based upon the probable cause affidavit, right now is non-existent.
I have a couple of thoughts about this too. I think right now they're focused on Vence. I think right now they can use her as somebody to take Vence down or as a pawn. And as you're going to see in the clip after this one, 2 clips after, is things can change down the line too. Right now I think they want to be nice and play friendly. I don't think it would make sense for them to go at her while going at him. She can piece a lot of the pieces together. She lied for 6-7 days, but she provided valuable information after. So I think there's a whole thing to this, you know. But I would love to know, do you guys think it's possible that eventually she could get charged or held accountable? And is the family, the biological family, are they going to go after the mother too? Can they? You know, and why haven't we really seen the father? I saw a small clip of the father, but I didn't see him in the courthouse. He still, to me, seems absent, and I kind of want to know his deal.
So do you think up until right now, it's not looking like she's a defendant, it's more a witness and a grieving mother?
Right now, she's a grieving mom who made a tragic mistake by not doing what she could as a mom to this young kid to help law enforcement at a time when law enforcement needed the help. As it turns out right now, her moral responsibility is radically different from her criminal liability, which as I understand it right now, is zero.
So far he feels that with what they have now, that her chances of being criminally held accountable is zero at the current standing. But in this next clip, you're going to see that things can switch very easily, very fast. And information, like it's been comes out a bunch. You know, the mother withheld information 6-7 days. Now she's in court today, and somehow they have good aspects or good ideas as to where the body is, and they gave the suggestions to the cops. Why didn't you do this 6-7 days ago? Like, they have crucial information that they've decided to hold for 6-7 days. You know what I'm saying? Check it out.
But what our viewers need to be aware of is that you can go from a cooperating critical witness to a defendant like that.
So you guys let me know your thoughts. You comment down below. Will she get charged? I think right now it doesn't make sense, even if they wanted to or something in the future. This woman has a lot of information that by the day she keeps coming out with and letting people know. So right now it just makes sense just to get all the information from her, everything you can, because the top priority really is right now is to find Maleah, whether dead or alive. Is to find Maleah. That's the top priority. So you want to use all your resources, all your information, going at the mother right now and make her probably shut down. However, I do feel she should be charged, but I wonder, can she? Is there anything in the law? I thought there would be some sort of negligence or withholding information from the police. Can't they hold her in contempt or something? I don't know. I thought there'd be something they could get her on. But morally, yeah, she definitely failed her children. She knew these things were going on for a while, and to my personal opinion, it seemed like she had a problem once she found out about the pictures. You know, I mean, it's just too many flags in this story. But I think just focus on the big fish right now. Focus on finding Maleah, and we can get everything else squared out after. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times too, who knows if Vence turns around and starts saying thing about the mother. Maybe Vence will start turning around too. Maybe he gets pinned down. Maybe they start turning on each other too. You know, that's something that could work in their to their advantage. So let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Peace.
I see potential subscribers. Subscribe for more. This is the mother info war.